speaking of doing you, I saw you on a Nene Leakes show.
Oh, God.
And we talked about it on the Breakfast Club before.
I saw.
Now, you done brought in Cadillacs and big backs and, you know, so there's never any reconciliation that will happen with you and Loni Love.
I'm not going to say that. And I do want to say that is me being on Nene's show. I love Nene. We have a lot of history.
Yes.
But that is an interview that I'm not so proud of because it was a lot of girlfriend kitchen talk. You know, okay, so imagine being at a bar with your girlfriend that you haven't seen in a long time, and y'all have cocktails and y'all just start talking about stuff, right? Okay. That was that interview.
Got you. But yeah, I mean, not Tamar, but you know, when you say something, it go.
But I forget. You know, and especially when I'm in a comfortable setting, you know what I'm saying? And then there's cocktails involved. It gets very free flowing. And I just do feel like everything is not for the public. Now, had we had this conversation one-on-one, it wouldn't have sounded so offensive because you would have known that I was joking and kidding and blah, blah, blah.
Got you.
But once you say something and it goes out to the media, you just kind of got to stand by it. And that's been a lot of my moments. Well, unfortunately.
Yes. Yeah. And, well, when I said, will there ever be any reconciliation, you said you won't say that.
I won't say that.
You're open to a conversation with Loni Love.
I am. I'm open to a conversation because I feel like now, first of all, I probably should say this out loud and in front of everybody. I apologize for calling her a big bad Cadillac. Not in any way did I want to shame her or, you know, I've held on to, you know, my composure all of this time and never said nothing, you know, bad, you know, and that was just really a vulnerable moment. And I apologize, Loni. I really want to have a conversation that could lead to a reconcile.
Well, let's start now with the conversation that could lead to reconciliation, right? I think when that moment happened, it made a lot of people go down a rabbit hole of, well, what was the issue? And then we look back at the show and because I didn't know that you had such a big role behind the scenes when it came to the show that you guys were on together, right? But it sounded like, or it felt like you felt very wronged in that situation. Well,
wronged because of the friendship level.
Okay.
Right? So when I almost lost my life, she came to visit me at the hospital. And like she said on a couple of interviews, that she would come to my house on a random Saturdays and, you know, just hang out and be, you know, a sister friend. And, you know, when I heard all of the things that was happening behind the scenes, of course, as a human being or someone that you would call your sister, you know, you would be devastated about. So, and I was too. I'm human.
Did you ever go to her and try to initiate a conversation once you heard these things?
No, because it was just so much. It was just a lot.
It was a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
You hesitated a bit when you said it was a lot. It still kind of like choked you up a bit. What you experienced?
No, it doesn't choke me up. I just want to be very careful about the things that I say because, like I said before, I want to be able to stand by the things that I say.
Gotcha.
And on my healing journey, and when I watch things that are, you know, not so much like me in the now, I become disappointed in myself. And I always want to show up as my best self, where I am proud of myself and where I can physically see my growth and be happy about it. So that's why I'm very leery about what I say, because I don't, you know, you're somebody I really like and respect, and we could definitely have a comfortable conversation outside of these mics.
I got you.
And so I just want to remain as somebody who, you know, I look at the end of the day and be happy.